All right. I know this thing is on, and I know that it's recording. It's catching my sound. Am I ready to record? Not quite yet, but am I ever really ready for anything per se? No, not quite either. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. Wow. I know it was recording day, but I really didn't plan anything for today's conversation, I guess. Is that what I mean? Yeah, because it's like an ongoing conversation for however long, or a series of conversations. Because I'm not talking about the whole thing. Excuse me. Hold on. Because I'm not talking about the same thing for the entirety of the duration of the podcast. You know, it's a series of conversations in one episode. Sometimes I do like circle back and have like a full circle moment, like in a previous. In most of my episodes, I feel like they kind of tie in together towards the end somehow. But that's also not something that I do intentionally either. It just happens. What can I say? What can I say? I haven't had that guy on my For You page in a while. And now that I'm thinking about it, I want to like open TikTok and look for him to see like what he's been up to. Because I feel like it's been a while since I saw him kind of go viral and seen him on my For You page, really. It's been probably like a month or two. If you know, you know, and if you don't, just you could probably just look up like what can I say TikTok and it'll probably come up. Let me give it a try. What can I say TikTok? Yeah, yep, literally a bunch of videos on YouTube of him. What can I say TikTok mean? What can I say? Trend is heating up on TikTok. Here's how it originated. Using audio from user 444 Pray. The quote unquote, what can I say trend is a way to respond to something in a humorous way when you don't know what else to say. Yeah, that's true. It's like, oh, you're amazing. What can I say? I don't know. Like, no, truly. Like, I'm a little. Mhm. Or just when I feel like I've reached the end of a topic discussion and I just don't know what else to say. It's like, well, what can I say? Literally. If you haven't heard it, now you have. You're welcome. Is TikTok 18 plus a thing? Huh? The app is letting users restrict their videos so only viewers only the age of 18 can watch. It says only viewers only the age of 18 can watch. Whoever wrote that, I don't know. It feels like it doesn't sound right to me. I don't know. I'm not like an English major or anything, but you know, sometimes things just don't sound right. But you ever hear something that doesn't sound right, but that is how it's meant to be said? Like that's how it should be said. It's how it's supposed to be said. Because that does happen to me occasionally. I truly cannot tell you. I can't give any examples right now. Like of words that sound strange when they're being said, but that's how they're meant to be said. Hmm. I can think of words that don't look like how they're pronounced sometimes. First thing that came to mind was lasagna. I don't know, like the G is kind of lasagna. I feel I'm having a little bit of a damn rendered speechless. Brain has gone blank. I deja vu moment. I feel like I've said this before. I had a friend who liked the word liked the way I said lasagna, but I would say it like in a little bit of a weird way, like lasagna, lasagna, lasagna. Hmm. I don't know. I miss him. It's been a while, but it is what it is. You know who likes lasagna? Me. You know who else like lasagna? Garfield. Garfield, I feel like, was such a strange concept for a show. Like, it's a talking cat, but there's also the dog. I forget what his name is, but he doesn't talk. Like, what's up with that? Oh my god, there's a show called Garfield and Friends. I'm thinking about like Garfield with like his owner. I don't know like the origin or like the origin story behind Garfield or anything, so I don't know how like it really came to be. But like just thinking about it back now, it seems a little bit strange, no? Is it just me? But like, okay, not I'm not here to judge anyway. This is just me thinking about it a little bit more than I should, really. Cuz who cares? It was a fun show from what I remember watching it anyway. I didn't watch it too much, but I'm pretty sure it aired on Cartoon Network, and I used to be on Cartoon Network a lot. Ooh, I'm getting a little eepy already. My goodness. And like Garfield being obsessed with lasagna, that's so funny. I now I want to look up the Garfield, hmm, Garfield origin story. Okay, the title character Garfield was based on the cats Davis grew up around. He took his name and personality from Davis's grandfather, James A. Garfield Davis, whom he described as a large cantankerous man. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Oh shit. I accidentally clicked on the link. Garfield's human owner, John Arbuckle, derived his name from a 1950s coffee commercial. Oh, interesting. So it was like kind of made up, kind of real, kind of realistic. I mean, not realistic, but like based on real life kind of thing. Okay. A fictional biography. What is Garfield's backstory? Garfield is an orange cat belonging to John Arbuckle. He was born on June 19th, 1978. So he's a Gemini. Stop playing with him. In the kitchen of Mama Leone's Italian restaurant. So that's why he loves lasagna. I mean, I can't blame him. It's a really good dish. Who am I to judge anyway? Jim Davis named Garfield after his grandfather, James Garfield Davis. As a kitten, he develops a taste for lasagna, which would become his favorite food. That's funny. Hey, I can't I can't say I blame him. Lasagna is delicious. Honestly, might be like my favorite Thanksgiving dish because it is one of the dishes that is served on Thanksgiving, at least in my family. And I will say it's my favorite, I think. Forget about the turkey. Like the bird is it's it's a turkey. I don't know. It's like a bigger chicken but a little drier depending on who makes it though. I have had juicy turkey and it was delicious. But like it's not something that I fiend for come Thanksgiving time, you know. I don't know. It's just like a big bird that we always have leftovers for days on afterward. So I don't really get too excited about it. But lasagna, baby, that thing is gone the next day. The next day. Excuse me. There's never really enough. There's never really enough, I'm afraid. Because it's lasagna is that girl. She is that girl. And if you don't like lasagna, I'm sorry that your taste buds hate you. Because what do you mean you don't like lasagna? What is there not to like? I guess it depends on your preference, but like, come on. Like, I like to use ground turkey. Bam. I'm really going in on the food right now. I really like to use ground turkey as opposed to like ground beef. I don't know. Sometimes I get a little tired of ground beef or just beef in general. I feel like it's a meat that I can eat rather frequently, but that's me. Chicken in the midst of my lasagna. I don't want to call it a rant because I'm not really talking angrily. Is that the right way to whatever? I'm not really upset while I'm talking about it. Uh I don't know, like my discussion of about lasagna. My God, I can't even get the words out. I'm getting a little frustrated. But in the midst of me talking about lasagna, my mic kind of like went out and just stopped recording. I'm a little bit annoyed about it because I was talking about it for a little bit, but I guess that was a sign for me to shut the fuck up and move on. But I honestly don't even remember what I was saying before then. I've just listened to it, but I I just listened back to that little clip right before the screen went not the screen. Oh my goodness. I just listened to that clip before my mic went out and I already forgot what the hell I said. But lasagna is great. If you don't like it, I'm sorry if your taste buds hate you. Again, I don't know if it. I remember saying that before, but I don't know if that was before or after my mic went out. I wanted to say screen again. I'm getting a little frustrated. It's fine. It's fine. You're fine. You're fine. It's okay. But yeah, lasagna is a delicious meal, if I do say so myself. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Now I just feel like I can never talk about lasagna ever again. I don't know. But shout out to lasagna because she's delicious. Hello. And yeah. What the hell? Anyway, let's get on with the intro, shall we? Hello, 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 and welcome to Kaylin's Corner. I'm your host, Kaylin, and this is my corner of the internet, where I talk about anything and everything that comes to mind. Thank you for joining me, and I hope this finds you well. It's the day after Valentine's Day as I am recording this at the moment. And I didn't do anything like special to celebrate. Valentine's Day to me, at least as of right now, this is the new conclusion that I've come to. Valentine's Day for me is just like a celebration of love. It doesn't have to be with a romantic partner, which I feel like is what it's most advertised for. Like, celebrate love with your partner, get them chocolates, flowers, a gift, take them out to dinner. Hey, yo, ma, take me out to dinner. Oh, wait, it's not. Do you know what I'm talking about? Sorry, I kind of strayed away, but I got like a little, I don't want to say flashback in my mind, but uh the take them out to dinner thing reminded me of I think it was on Coney Island. People from Coney Island went a little viral on TikTok. I'm like, take me out to dinner. Hey yo. If you know, you know. If you don't, look it up. It's kind of funny. At least to me anyway. Hello. Mic check, mic check, test 1, 2. I don't know what's going on with my microphone. It could be that I like dropped it on or something on accident, but it keeps on stopping and it's pissing me off. Like I thought that maybe I didn't let it charge enough or something, but the light was still on when I noticed that it stopped recording. So it's not the battery, it's just the microphone itself. It's making like a long beep and then it just stops. Like hello. Maybe I don't remember dropping it, but who knows? Technology can be so sensitive. But luckily this was a 2-pack, so I just grabbed the other microphone and here I am recording. Hee hee. Where there's a will, there's a way. At least that's what I say. And I'm pretty sure that is a saying, so that's what a lot of people say too. It's not just me. But anyway, as I was saying, Valentine's Day doesn't have to be about just love with your significant other. It can be love with your friends, love with your family, or even your pets if you have any, or just yourself. Like, show yourself some love, do things that you love to do. And yeah, that's I mean, it doesn't have to be with a significant other. Could it just be me saying this because I don't have a significant other to necessarily shower love with for Valentine's Day? Perhaps. And honestly, yeah, maybe. I can't say for sure. Can I? I don't know. I feel like that's some internal investigating that I'd have to do, but it is like a conclusion that I've come to. Like, it's a day of love. You can show strangers love by like holding the door open for them or complimenting something that they're wearing that you like, even though you're not really one to compliment people aloud. Because me personally speaking, it can be a little, I don't know, scary because I don't want to come off at like weird because I feel like sometimes people will hear a compliment and they'll like take it in a weird way. They'll be like, thanks, but like not really appreciate that I'm complimenting them. Which I mean, it doesn't have to be that way either, but like it's something like that. It's just the thought. Excuse me. It's the thought of it coming off the wrong way that will prevent me from doing it at all. And that goes for just about everything. If there is one counterpoint to anything that I want to do that scares me enough, it'll keep me from doing it. Point blank, period. And it kind of sucks because, you know, life is short in the grand scheme of things. So, like, you really shouldn't let yourself be held back by the possibility of something going wrong. Unless it's like a big risk. Then, you know, then it's more reasonable. But for me, it's like one little thing and it's like, you know what? Never mind. But this it's nothing crazy usually. I can be a little bit of a scaredy cat. I don't know. I do know, but like I don't know. I can be a little afraid to come out of my shell, and that's just me. But with time, you know, once I'm comfy, all is good, all is great. It just, you know, it takes a little bit, but perhaps one day a switch will flip in my brain and I'll just be like, you know what, life really is too short because I know these things, but like I don't act on these things. Like, you know you shouldn't do something, but you still do it anyway. That's kind of how it feels for me. And it's a little bit frustrating, at least in hindsight, because it's like, oh, I could have done X, Y, and Z, but I didn't. But it is what it is at this point. We just try our best to keep on moving forward, keep living our life to the greatest capacity possible, right? I don't know. I'm just talking about random shit now. And I'm also a little bit annoyed that my mic kept on going off. Like, kept shutting off. I don't understand what the problem was, but perhaps it's time for a new mic set. And I know I did say that before, but like this is really gonna get me to jump the gun and do it anyway. A boy is a gun. Damn, what was I even talking about? The most random shit ever. I don't really have any talking points right now. The conversation is not flowing as well as I would like it to. Oh, but as I was saying before, it is the day after Valentine's Day as I recorded, and recording, present tense, it's what I'm doing. I don't know, my brain is kind of scrambled right now, and I'm not too sure why. I was having trouble getting out of bed this morning, which isn't something I've struggled with in a little bit. Like, usually I can get up and go. Like, I have my little internal task list in my mind and I'm like, all right, I got to do this, this, and this by this time. And sometimes I feel like it can be a little stressful, at least for me, because I feel like I end up putting a little too much pressure on myself to get a bunch of things done. And then I disappoint myself by not doing it. But hello? My mic keeps on stopping and it's really frustrating me right now because part of me wants to go on other apps and like do the thing that I normally do, like Google things and Google things and Google things and read definitions and talk. but I'm a little afraid to leave the recording app because my mics keep on stopping and I don't understand why. What is the problem here? It feels like I'm not gonna get an episode recorded today, but that's not what I need right now. All is not well in Waffleville, and I don't know where that's from, but let's see if I can find it on Google. All right, it looks like this thing is working. All is not well in Waffleville because my freaking microphones keep on stopping. I already switched the microphone out, so maybe it's the receiver being weird. I honestly have no idea, but either way, it's pissing me off. I do have to say. Like, what the fuck? Ugh! I haven't even made it to the half an hour mark yet, and technology just isn't going my way right now. Please, guys, come on. Can we be a little cooperative today? Please and thank you. But anyway, turns out the all is not well in Waffleville thing comes from like I don't know if it's MasterChef. I don't know. It's a cooking show is all I can see from these pictures. I don't know what cooking show. But yeah, I honestly did not know that. All is not well in Waffleville. Waffleville. Wise words from a wise woman. Point blank period. The Wi-Fi's not working. My microphone's not working. Can I catch a break? Please. Talk about first world problems though. Damn. Like, it could be much, much worse. Could be much, much worse, I do have to say. But I'm trying. And I lost my train of thought too. I feel like this episode, or this recording rather, is just a hot fucking mess. A hot fucking mess. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Will it be content I'm happy to put out? Perhaps. Perhaps not. Only time will tell. But also, something is better than nothing. And that is something I do agree with. Damn, this is kind of annoying because now I'm afraid to like get really into the conversation and my microphone just decides to do a fun little thing and stop recording. Or it'll make like a really, really loud beep sound and then it'll stop recording. Which to me, it almost getting fucking sleepy, my goodness. So EP. To me, that seems like I accidentally hit it or something, and the microphone's like, and it shuts down. But I don't remember doing any like radical movements while I was recording. So, what the fuck is going on? Man, oh man, was I going through it with my tech yesterday. Nothing just wanted to cooperate with me, and perhaps it was for the better. Everything works out in the end anyway. That's what I like to say. But even though I wasn't really happy with the way the conversation was flowing, at some points I'm still gonna use that clip, that segment for this week's episode because I did enjoy some of the content. I'm not gonna hold you. I just listened back to it and I was getting real pissed because in like not even a half an hour span, my mic cut off like 5 times. What the hell? But it is what it is. I just gotta work with it, work around it, and do the best I can. And so that's what I'm gonna continue to do and try to continue on with. The clips I recorded yesterday. But what was the last thing I was even saying in there? Damn, I was literally just listening to it. But I literally at the end I was kind of just ranting about how upset I was about my mic stopping and cutting off. Like the beep was loud, and I couldn't hear it from the mic itself because it's a microphone. It make sound. But when I would go back to listen to the audio I had recorded, it would cut me off wherever, and it would just be like a beep, like a flat line. Is that my microphone is trying to tell me that they're dying? Well, I did charge it, so if it was like a battery issue, which I don't think it was, because like I said, the light was still on, saying that it was showing that it was powered on. I really don't know what the issue was, but we're just gonna do the best we can to get the conversation going, right? That's just do the best you can. That's all you can really do. Anyway, but oh my goodness, I'm EP again today, which I don't understand why. Like this always happens to me while I'm recording. I wonder if I truly think that it might be my body just being like, yawn, boring, move on to something else, talk about something else. Because this mostly happens while I'm recording podcast episodes. And when I woke up this morning, I did feel quite refreshed. I got like a good night's sleep, almost a smooth 8 hours, but it was nice. It was restful. I didn't wake up, which has been like a bit of an ongoing battle lately, but mostly because I don't know when to stop drinking water before bedtime, and I'll get up with a full bladder, and I just won't want to get up because me, usually when I get up out of bed, I'm up for the day. So, like, even if I try to go back to sleep, sometimes it just is not happening. And it fucking sucks. For me, anyway, because I'll wake up like 3 in the morning and I am fighting for my life to go back to sleep. Like, I'll literally lay in bed with my eyes shut, phone down, awake. Well, yeah, no. Eyes shut, phone down, awake for like an hour. Like, I have my eyes closed and I'm like trying to count sheep or just whatever. Make my mind go silent, blank to go to sleep. And I don't. I look at my phone or my watch because I do wear my watch to sleep because I like to track my sleep, and then like it tells me like the REM cycles and the deep sleep cycles and like how much I'm awake and stuff. Also, my watch also tells me like the temperature of my skin for certain points in the night, which I think is kind of cool. Not something that I necessarily need to know, but I think it's cool. I don't know. I like to know those weird little things. Like, let's take a look. Now I want to open the app to see. Like, it tells you how many sleep cycles you had, like, what percent of your sleep you were awake for, because you do wake up in the middle of sleep cycles, whether it's like to toss and turn or whatever. And tells me how much REM sleep, how much light sleep, and how much deep sleep I got. It also tracks my oxygen levels throughout the night, so it's saying that my lowest was 88%. What exactly does that mean? Not sure, but I don't know. It's interesting to just have those analytic. I don't know. And then it gives me like a sleep score. So last night I got 7 hours and 56 minutes of sleep, and my sleep score is a 91. Pretty cool. I also like to wear my watch because if people call me, I don't necessarily feel my phone buzz, but since my watch is on my wrist, I will feel my watch buzz. So there's also that. And for my alarms too, because sometimes I can be a bit of a heavy sleeper and like I won't wake up to my phone buzzing, even though it's on my bed. Sometimes I'll wake up in a panic because I'm like, oh shit. Because I can kind of feel when I wake up a little bit later than I should have. maybe it's just my circadian rhythm, my internal body clock, just being like, "Hello, you were supposed to be up a half an hour ago." Like I wake up at like 6:50 when I'm supposed to get up at 6. That's when my first alarm for the day goes off. Well, when I need to be up in the morning, because if I don't have things to do and places to be, I'm not gonna set an alarm. I'm just gonna let my body do her thing. Because I still wake up early anyway. Usually, I will stay in bed for a while, but I will wake up early. Like today, didn't don't have anything to do, at least not early on in the day, and I was still up at 7:30. Oh, it's 7:37. So there's that. Um, but yeah, aside from that, having this watch is cool. Not just to track my sleep, but to track my steps, pick up phone calls, send text messages, and all that other stuff. It's just like a nifty little gadget. I don't know. It's so, I don't know, talking about it out aloud kind of makes it feel a little more futuristic. Like 7-year-old me would be in such awe right now because it's like, whoa, you can pay with your watch by just tapping it on on that screen or on the machine. It's so it's so cool. I don't know. There's just a little part of me that's like, wow, so fascinated. I don't know. Just Kaylin things, I guess. I don't even know why I started talking about that. What the? I was going on. I wanted to talk about something else before I started talking about my watch and my sleep. I got a little sidetracked, which, no surprise there. Train of thought goes everywhere, yet it still passes all the stations. I don't know. I don't know, man. I stopped to think, and now I don't know what to say. Womp womp womp. Me making that womp 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 reminded me of when you die playing Mario, which isn't the same sound because it's like do 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 when you die, but I think that's just the sound that plays in my head for myself when I die playing Mario. I've been playing a lot of Mario lately on my Switch. I don't remember which one it is exactly. I think it's just Super Mario. Well, Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, I think is what it's called, and it's giving nostalgia. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but I've noticed that the actual like playthrough levels are harder, can be harder than like the boss levels, like the castles and whatnot. Is that just me? Am I being a little silly goose? Jeez, I forget how many Mario games there are out there. Super Mario 3D All Stars is also a game that I have because nostalgia. It consists of Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. I vividly remember playing Super Mario Sunshine the most because I believe that game was on the GameCube. And I had a GameCube growing up, and it was just one of those games that I used to play a lot. There was also a Pokemon game on GameCube that I used to love, but that's another thing. I was gonna say, I remember playing Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine, but I think Super Mario Galaxy was on the DS originally, and I didn't have Mario on my DS, surprisingly enough. The games that I mostly played when I had my DS were Pokemon games and Nintendogs. I feel like I've spoken about this before. I'm having a little bit of deja vu. But I remember playing them on other people's DSs. Like, you would trade games with people and whatnot. Super Mario Galaxy was a Wii game. Interesting. I don't know why I thought it was a DS game, a mobile game for some reason. Interesting. Yep, Super Mario Sunshine was on GameCube. Stop playing with Super Mario Galaxy 2. Oh, I went a little too far back. The Mario, is it a franchise? I guess. Yeah. The franchise has spawned over 200 games of various genres and several subseries, including Mario Kart, Mario Party, Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, and Mario Versus. Wow. Damn, 200 games is crazy. They're making their money. Over 200 games. Like, I know Mario is big because, oh my goodness, I saw a Instagram reel of like a Mario theme park. I think it's in Japan. And it looks so cute. I wonder if it's expensive. But like it looks so Super Nintendo World Universal Studios opening. Whoa. Oh, they're doing it at Universal. Wait a minute. But I also want to go to the other one that I saw. Wait, no, wait. Is this the one that I saw? Oh, that's so cool. Complimentary Super Nintendo World 1 year anniversary starting February 17th, 2024. Oh, starting tomorrow. That's cool. Location guest relations inside the park. Special release Golden Power Up Band. Oh, wow. Oh, because they've been there for a year at Universal. But, oh, yep, there is one in Japan. Okay. Yes. Super Nintendo World Universal Studios Japan. Yes, please translate to English because girl, I can't read Japanese. Donkey Kong Country, go on a wild adventure in the world of Donkey Kong. That's another game that I used to play a lot. I used to play that game on my Wii, though. I'm sure that they also made like a DS game and whatnot, but Donkey Kong for me was played on the Wii, and I pretty sure I beat the game. I always try to beat my games, but I don't always. Sometimes I lose interest. Or like, I don't know, I just get caught up in something else. But other times I just fiend. They opened March 18th, 2021 for the Japan site. And then I guess the one in Universal Studios here, which I guess is in Florida, question mark. That's where Universal is, right? I'm pretty sure. That one has been open for a year. So the other one is going on 3 years. And this one, just the one. Huh. Oh, wait. Universal Studios Hollywood. Wait a minute. Oh, best day in LA. I see. No, this isn't in Florida. This is in California. Interesting. I'd love to go. Fun fact about me, I've never been to like Disney or Universal or anything like that. I've been to like Six Flags but those aren't the same. Like those are like amusement parks. It's not like a theme park like Disney and Universal where they have like distinctive themes. Those are just for amusement, but I guess they are similar in that they have those rides and like food and whatnot. I've been to Six Flags. I've been to I think I've been to Great Wolf Lodge. I've been to Canopy Lake. I love Canopy Lake. It's so fun over there. I want to go this summer. Should put something to do, my summer to do list, summer bucket list, really, because it's not like a necessity, but it would be really fun. Canopy Lake is so fun, and I take nice pictures there too. Like the sunset is nice, or it can be nice, depending on the day. And the way that the way that the rides light up at night is so pretty too. There's this one ride called frick, I forgot what it's called. I think it's Picasso's Dream. It's the name of an artist and then Dream. Hold on. Canopy Lake. But it's what are those things called? Jeez Louise. It's like A big swing? Fuck off. I can't think of the ride. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. I want to say like Picasso's dream, but I no, it's Da Vinci. I think it's Da Vinci's dream. Da Vinci? If you know, you know. If not, look it up. Da Vinci? Da Vinci dream. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what. Yep. So it's carousel is kind of, but like carousel means that the thing goes up and down. No. Hmm. The ride is called Da Vinci's Dream. You should look up pictures of it. I have taken pictures of it before, and I think I posted them on my photography page. But I'm not. Oh no, I'm pretty sure I have. Now I have to fact check. I keep on accidentally clicking on videos, so the mic recording keeps on stopping, and I'm starting to get a little bit annoyed. Yesterday was my mic being stupid, and now it's me being silly. So yeah, but on Da Vinci's Dream, I did take a picture of it. One of the times that I went to Canopy Lake, and I do have the edit posted on my photography page. It's a little further back. I posted it February 27th, 2018, which is much farther out than I thought because I went in the summer. I'm pretty sure I went for like a summer birthday, so maybe like July, August. And I just I didn't edit or post the picture until February. I've always been a little bit of a procrastinator. But it's so pretty at night. It's like a giant carousel swing ride. So you sit in the swing set, and the middle part goes up into the sky, and it starts to like pick up speed and rotate, and you get to see like the whole, maybe not the whole park. Probably, because you know amusement parks are pretty big. I can't remember 100% like if it's the whole park or not, but definitely get to see a good chunk of the park. And if it's at night while all the lights are on, it's so pretty. Or even at sunset, because Canopy Lake, it is by a lake, and I feel like sunsets by bodies of water are just so stunning. So if you ever go to Canopy Lake, ride the Da Vinci's Dream at sunset if you can, or like at night when all the lights are on. It's so pretty. They also have a Ferris wheel there, and while I've never been on the Ferris wheel, I have taken pictures of it because for me, a Ferris wheel is kind of like boring. It's pretty slow moving. I do like to go on like fast rides that are exhilarating when I go to theme parks or amusement parks, whatever. Um, I don't know, just to get my adrenaline rushing. It's fun to me, but I've just never been on the Ferris wheel. I've been on Ferris wheels before, just not the one at Canopy Lake. But it is pretty when it lights up at night. That is a ride that I feel like I should go on. That's probably another good ride to go on during sunset and whatnot, and when the lights are out at night. But Canopy Lake is all the way up in New Hampshire, so it's a little bit of a trip, a little bit of a drive. Oh, actually, it doesn't even take that long, like an hour and a half. Stop playing with depending on the route, of course, but an hour and a half. That's really not that bad. But that's because it's at the bottom of New Hampshire. So if you like amusement parks, save up some coins and go to Canopy Lake. I don't know how much it is because I've never had to pay, but you know, things like that are kind of pricey. But I would love to go with some friends. I've never been to an amusement park with friends, actually. I've only ever gone with family, and there's nothing wrong with that, but things, I feel like you experience things oh my goodness. I feel like you experience things differently depending on who you are surrounded by or like who you're with. Everyone has like their different personas around different people just because of like expectations and whatnot. Or at least personally speaking, I can say that I do, and I know that I do, but what, you know, it is what it is. I just don't feel like I can act the same way around my family as I do around my friends because the dynamic is a little different. But as I'm growing and getting older, that is changing a little bit. There's a little bit more stability in my personality and the people that I'm around. So, but one thing that is very consistent about me is that I can be very quiet until we break that like wall of me just being full on comfortable. I will yap, yap, yap your ear off, kind of like how I do on here, or at least that's how I feel sometimes. I'm just yapping. I'm just chatting. It's nothing serious. I'm just a girl. You don't have to listen to me. But if you are, thanks. I appreciate it. Uh, but I definitely Canopy Lake is definitely on like my little bucket list for this year. Maybe it'll be with some friends even. It would I think that would be really fun. But yeah, I love taking pictures. I don't want to say I hate editing them because hate is a strong word, but it's been a little more difficult for me to edit pictures in recent times as opposed to just taking them. Taking them is easy. It's the editing that's a little, I don't even want to say difficult. It's just a kind of tedious, kind of, dare I say, annoying. I don't know. Brunt of the work. I don't even think that's the. Is that a word? I'm just making shit up. Oh no. It, the principal force, shock, or stress as has of an attack. Yeah, no, it literally is the brunt of the work. And it low key stresses me out a little bit. Even editing the podcast episodes get me a little bit, but I still do it. I'll complain about it, but I'll still do it. And that's just me. I'm getting a little bit hungry now. I could go for some lasagna. This wasn't in the clips that I was saying yesterday, but a chicken Alfredo lasagna. Oh my god. Like, if you're not into red sauce and you're more of a white sauce kind of person, maybe a chicken Alfredo lasagna is for you. Like, for those who don't like lasagna for whatever reason, maybe it's because of the tomato sauce. Not everyone is into that. Maybe it's too acidic for you. Try a chicken Alfredo lasagna. I highly recommend. It's delicious. This is honestly probably just my hunger speaking. It is kind of lunchtime after all, for me anyway. This episode was very much all over the place. But I also did have a little bit of a full circle moment going back to the lasagna thing. A little bit random, a little bit sporadic. But yeah, no, it's definitely the hunger talking. Shout out to the Italians for making pastas and sauces because they knew what they were doing. And I'm glad I've been introduced to it because it's delicious. Anyway, don't think I said anything very beneficial in this episode. But I hope you enjoys? Oh my goodness. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'm gonna end things here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this found you well. If not, I hope things get better for you soon. Until next time, bye.